get that little piece of Vanderbilt.
And important for our peoples. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like him a lot.
I'm back. I've been here a number of times. Last time was, I think, all the way back in 2014. But I've been here before that. I love this place. Look, what's not to like about Vermont in terms of the beauty of it? And what a neat town. What's not to like about Vermont?
Russia, please, if you can, get us Hillary Clinton's emails. Please, Russia, please.
We should make sure that we have no one going to jail for a drug offense. They go directly mandatory prison.
This is a tough hurricane. One of the wettest we've ever seen from the standpoint of water.
China is going to eat our lunch? Come on, man. They can't even figure out how to deal with the fact that they have this great division between the China Sea and the mountains in the east, in the west.
China has total respect for Donald Trump and for Donald Trump's very, very large brain.
I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
They will execute the baby after birth.
We should be making those masks. We should be moving on those ventilators. We can do that. Why doesn't he just act like a president? That's a stupid way to say it.
You know,
I guess,
Donald Trump was asked on...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, probably best I don't. I just can't figure the guy. It's like watching a yo-yo. I shouldn't have said it that way. It's like watching.
It feels that way. I want to ask.
He asked Russia to go get the emails. We're going to look into his finance. I said, where did that come from? He always talked about Russia.
In my household, you could never, ever, 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 ever say, you get in a fight with somebody, you could never say anything about them that was true. You couldn't say if they were 300 pounds, you couldn't say you're fat. You couldn't say you're skinny. You shouldn't say you're short. And you want to check my shape on, let's do push-ups together here, man. Let's run. Let's do whatever you want to do. Let's take it on a But look, fat, look, here's the deal. Here's the deal.
I have such respect for women. I cherish women.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
We have this notion that somehow if you're poor, you cannot do it. Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
I want surveillance of certain mosques, okay? If that's okay.
You may only get one shot, and your first issue that you're going to push, you get one shot that it may be the only thing you get passed. What is that first issue for your presidency?
The first thing I would do is make sure that we defeat Donald Trump.
Okay.
Period.
And it's really weak to call John McCain a loser because he was a...
I never called him. No, I don't call him.
That is outrageous. He's an American hero.
I don't like losers. But Frank, let me get to it. He hit me. He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. He's a war hero. 5.5 years. He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
How do you explain the performance in Iowa, and why should the voters believe that you can win the national election?
It's a good question. Number one, Iowa's a Democratic caucus. You ever been to a caucus? No, you haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't throw babies out, believe me. I love babies.
Because we cannot get reelect. We cannot win this reelection. Excuse me. We can only reelect Donald Trump.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
You brag that you have sexually assaulted women. Do you understand that?
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said. This was locker room talk.
No man has a right to raise a hand to a woman in anger other than in self-defense, and that's rarely ever occurs. And so we have to just change the culture, period, and keep punching at it and punching at it and punching at it. It will be a big, no, I really mean it. It's a gigantic issue, and we have to make it clear from the top, from the president on down, that we will not tolerate it.
Do you plan to visit with the Pope when he comes into Philadelphia?
Well, the Pope believes in global warming. You do know that, right? Hey, in this room, it's so hot in here, maybe I'll start to believe it myself. This room is hot.
It's a long way until November. We got more questions.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
It don't have nothing to do with Trump. It has to do with the fact I want something for my community. I would love to see
Take a look at my record, man. I extended the voting rights 25 years.
Biden is referring to Senate Bill 2703, the Voting Rights Act Reauthorization and Amendments Act of 2006. Biden didn't write the bill, nor was he the sponsor. That would be Arlen Specter, a Republican.
I have a record that is second to none. The NAACP has endorsed me every time I've run.
The NAACP was forced to release a statement saying, "We want to clarify that the NAACP is a nonpartisan organization and does not endorse candidates for political office at any level."